And we are live. Our first inaugural episode yet. Woohoo!
Yeah, yeah, and I'm very excited. Let's just talk about a bit about ourselves, shall we?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. You want to start to break the ice on this?
Sure thing.
Okay. I I'll just pull up my space, hey, and then you don't have. I'm just sorry, sorry. Everyone's seeing my hands.
Hey,
Okay,
no
there's
worries.
book. Space hay.
Alrighty.
Yep. Tell me about yourself, your favorites.
I go by Disco Duck Gandalf on YouTube, and as for my other platforms, on Discord I go by Star Maiden 101, and on Twitter as well.
Okay, nice. I'll find yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. And anything about your life, like anything at all, like for example, I have post traumatic stress disorder, Asperger's, and ADHD. I do go by wicked because I can have a wicked temper at times, but it will not be shown on this particular video web series. Instead, it will be talking about fun stuff. Anyways, so this is basically it. Is yeah, I'm also an artist, an author, a Goodreads writer, a blogger as well now as a vlogger. I also go under the name Diamond Sherpa on YouTube if you ever want to find that. And I also like to do my own artwork as you can see here.
I think it's very beautiful.
Thank you. Even got the tattoo done. So
It's
that's
very
pretty.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my SoundCloud. My SoundCloud is also Disco Dead Gandalf.
Yeah. I'm
Speaking
also
of,
called Wicked on SoundCloud and on Reverb Nation. You should try Reverb Nation, by the way.
yeah, I better
So
sign up for that in the near future.
yeah, I'll give you my link to mine. I am a bit of a rapper. That being said, I use a lot. Sometimes I use a lot of profanity, depending on what the subject matter is. Excuse me, tickle in throat. I hate those tickles in throats.
Hey, it happens to the better of us.
What, swearing or the tickle in the throat?
Right. Had quite a few of those as of late.
The tickles in the throat?
Oh yes, the tickles in your throat. It's like you're coughing just randomly. It can also
Yeah,
happen when you're cleaning the house and you're dusting everything and all that crap.
I hate that.
Yes. Oh gosh. Just gets to your nose. It gets to your nose, and then you just feel the urge to sneeze.
Oh, I get
Man.
a runny nose every time I do my
Ah,
job.
same.
My at my cleaning job, I have a get a real runner of a nose. I got a dipper on my neck and a dripper on my nose.
Ah, I see. Yes. Yeah, I
Get
gotta get
it?
the. I end up having to blow my nose afterwards.
Yeah, I hate that.
Right. Dang. It's like, nobody ever catch a break. With all the pollen in the air.
Yeah, and then you have to dust and clean. The next thing you know, you're going off like a machine gun. Am I right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. This thing I call my AK-47 because this thing is horrible. Literally, I'll sneeze at least once an hour.
Once an hour? Are you serious?
Depends on if it's ragweed season or not. If it's ragweed season, oh, it's once an hour. And I wish I
Right.
wasn't. I wish I was kidding on that.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoy. Let's see what I enjoy. So let's see. I'm just gonna find my. See. Oh, this thing's not behaving today. Wicked. There
Man.
I am. So my interests are tattoos, piercings, crystals, Buddhism, as well as I enjoy writing, reading, genealogy, astronomy, stargazing, Halloween, shopping, photography, drawing, novels, graphic novels, as well as music, sleeping, and eating, watching Netflix and Disney Plus, blogging, making social network sites, as you can probably guess, as well as I enjoy other things like learning the Zonko, which is like the Bhutan language from the land of Bhutan, as well as Tibetan languages, rare books, and collecting anything that is rare. For example, if I can get this thing off my finger, this sucker. And
Right.
then for my music, I like anything from Crystal Castles, Ludacris, Missy Elliott, Insane Clown Posse, Backstreet Boys, which I'm going to. I have a few props that I was given. I got some Backstreet Boys CDs, as well as I enjoy Limp Bizkit, Korn, Twisted, K-pop, Razakal. Well, some K-pop is okay, some is. Marilyn Manson. I know he's done some stupid things in his life, but I think we're only human.
Right.
Snoop Dogg, ABBA, Mikio Kanye, and Fat Joe, Soft Cell, 80s, 90s, 2000, Nancy
Yes.
Sinatra,
Yes.
Voices, and more. As well as I enjoy Studio Ghibli. I remember you mentioning one day that you like Spirited Away.
Right. I still have it on VHS to this day. I believe I got it for my 10th birthday or Christmas of 2004. I don't really remember exactly anymore. It's been like almost 2 decades.
Yeah, almost 2 decades. I remember 2004. It was a. Anyways, I like a lot of horror movies. You don't have to like them, but The Labyrinth I enjoyed. Dark Crystal, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Hobbit, and The Lord of the Rings, as well as my stupid horror movies. As for television, Cobra Kai is my favorite.
I have
Number
yet to
one.
watch that for sure.
You actually watch that?
No, I said I have yet to watch it for. I have yet to watch it for sure.
Okay, and then Buffy, X Files, Desperate Housewives, Army Wives, Bless the Hearts, King of the Hill, Oku the Inner Chambers, Dahmer, which was about the real Dingbat serial killer, as well as Ink Master, Simpsons, FBI Files, Treehouse of Horror, which is The Simpsons again. Family Guy, I'm not too keen on because they use a lot of anti-Semitic stuff in Family Guy. Criminal Minds, Sailor Moon, Grey's Anatomy, Rugrats, and The Cosmos, as well as my books are Fallen, The Persians. It's a folio book that was about some of my ancestors, as well as Harlequin romance, manga, graphic novels, The Stand by Stephen King, It by Stephen King, Goosebumps, Letters to Father Christmas, which is another J.R.R. Tolkien, as well as I enjoy Best Love Story Ever, Rare Magazines, World's Most Dangerous Places, Come Back Alive, Dead Time, Shivers, Astronomy, and Stargazing. And my heroes are basically the writers, which are like Stephen King, there's Buddha, there's Bruce Lee, Lisa Scotland, another writer, Jodi Picoult, another writer, Violet J. Shaggy, Too Dope, The Insane Clown Posse, Carl Sagan, R.L. Stein, Anais Nin, and Trevor Henderson, who created Siren Head, and Millie Sarian, who is a uh, how would I put this? YouTuber as well.
Nice.
Yeah, and here's the CDs. I got this one's a doozy. This one.
All right, Backstreet Boys. Right on.
They're a doozy. So,
Absolutely.
and then in sync. Let's see what they got here. Tearing up my heart to be with you. Oh, I can't believe I remember the lyrics. Cool.
I actually used to own toys of some of the members of that band. You see, they did a collab with Stanley for a comic book series depicting them as superheroes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
And
sorry.
okay, go ahead.
Uh, Unfortunately, there were supposed to be eight. There were supposed to be eight comics in the series, but ultimately they only just did one.
Oh, I hate when that happens when they got the goods and they only do the one. Yeah, I hate that. I'm also growing my hair out, as you can see, because I decided, well, I'm done with, because of personal reasons, I'm just going to grow my hair out
Oh, nice. Well,
to your length of hair. So that would be very interesting indeed. I also am on Amazon as a blogger. Well,
nice.
I not as a blogger, but as an author. I also love my favorite constellation, the Big Dipper, as you can see. The Big Dipper.
Awesome.
Yeah, my second favorite would be Orion, the other Leo, or the Pleiades, which is more of a star cluster than anything else, and Cassiopeia. So those are very interesting. I like to create social media sites. I hope the last one I did will be the doozy.
Yes, please let. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed. Fingers crossed.
yeah.
Fingers crossed. Come
Okay,
on. Come on, people. Why don't y'all catch up?
okay. And also, I'm interested. Also, what are your favorite things? I also like D&D, but I never get to play it.
Well, right now I am in the middle of a campaign on Discord. For this campaign, we're using the 5th edition on D&D Beyond.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, can
Yeah,
you send me the link to that one day? When a new campaign comes out.
sure thing. I would gladly do so.
And I am changing my. I think my name is Moonbeam Bender on.
Discord?
Yeah, I can't remember my number, but I know it's Moonbeam Bender, which is pretty good.
Right.
As well as I am very interested. Okay, so I'd like to learn to do D&D campaigns, as well as I have a crap load of Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh, nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
and started a collection on Pokemon. I know,
Uh,
nerd girl.
I actually happen to have a collection of Pokemon cards. It's for
Good. I
mine.
collect sports cards. Well, I just like
Yes.
the sports cards.
Uh, I've yet to play Magic the Gathering, so that would be pretty interesting. But I do know of it from friends of mine. I only
But
started collecting Pokemon cards just a few years ago. Well,
yeah,
couldn't afford it when I was younger. It's a funny thing, when you start to become financially independent, you get to do the things you wanted to do as children but never got to because financial reasons.
as
Right.
you can see,
The feeling, bro. The feeling.
yep. I also got my vaccines for the COVID and the flu vaccine today, which was
Same. Oh, cool.
you
You got
too.
vaccines. Yeah, I got my COVID vaccines back in 2021 when I was still working. One of them
Yep.
was for May, one of them was for June.
I got mine today. I think this was the COVID shoulder. This was the flu shoulder. They don't really hurt. The stiffness doesn't really hurt. I've been told I don't have very much of a pain reception because of my past. But sometimes I do feel the odd singing pain in my back.
Right.
The joys, the joys of scoliosis.
Wait, you have scoliosis?
Yes, the freaking joys of it, I tell you.
I didn't even know that until now. What?
What, you have it too?
No, I don't have it, but I didn't even know you have it. I know of scoliosis. You know, the thing with the spine. Like,
Oh, I hate it.
ugh,
It's a pain
ugh.
in literally a pain in their arse. Excuse
Right.
my. So that being said, I'm very aggravated by it. Sometimes when you want to wake up in the morning, I say, Jesus, let me wake up. Sorry for using your prophet's name, but
No
that's basically
worries. No
sounds.
worries. No worries, girl.
That's good. I identify as she, her, but because I the way I have to the manner I have to go to the washroom, but I also I'm more of a non-binary two-spirited kind of girl, even though I am Sherpa, Tibetan, Mutani, and Ladakh, and all the different Asian countries. I like to say two spirit because it's a lot more fanciful,
Very nice.
but still the same thing, non-binary because I'm pan, bisexual, pan romantic. Period. And I also like I love reading. That's one thing that's an addiction. Other than music, I can show you my. Let's see. I can show you one on Saturday. My huge CD collection. Holy crow! I still have to go through them.
I actually have a. I. Man, you have more CDs than I do. I have like only 50. I only have like 50 of them, to be quite honest.
I'm thinking I'm looking at the same amount.
Uh,
I'm
or
trying to get a Walkman.
right, and I also have a vinyl collection that I've
Me
only just started
too.
accumulating during COVID. I only got to. I finally got a record player on my 26th birthday. I've always wanted a record player since I was a kid, but was wasn't able
Okay.
to again due to financial reasons, and
Yeah.
because no, and the home I grew up in had no air conditioning, so vinyl anyway would have just gone warped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just trying to turn this sucker on. That's the movement of the planets. I only use it whenever I get stressed out to the max.
Yeah, we all have our things to help deal with stress. For me, how I deal with stress is use a fidget spinner. Use a
I
fidget
do
spinner,
a lot of
right,
things
as
when I
well
deal
as
with stress. Like
let's see.
where I have a Apple Pen. For the little Apple Pen.
Oh wow, that looks cool. No way, that looks cool. I don't think I've ever seen a pen look like that before. That is cool.
It's an Apple Pen. You draw on your iPad or iPhone for it. It's kind of like a stylus pen. It's pretty good. It's very good. And I also enjoy a lot of tattoo designs because of that pen, except for this one. Sorry to show you my bell, but that one was created by the tattoo artist.
It looks very pretty. It really
That is
does.
a spider eye.
Really
It's a
love it.
spider. Yep.
Uh,
So that's one thing. I like video games, but I never really get into the mood to play them from time to time. That being said, I like to play them whenever I can. I was this close one time to getting a PS3, and then my brother had to ruin it for me.
oh man, that sucks, really.
Sucks the fat one.
I know, right?
Yes, I'm telling you, it sucked. And I
Right.
couldn't stand that. I'm not going to tell you what he did that screwed it up for me, but it was pretty bad.
Oh no. Oh no. What was he
Yeah,
thinking? Like, bro, why? That thing is expensive. That thing
that
was
thing's
very
more
expensive.
expensive than a back tattoo, and I don't have one of those yet for financial reasons. Oh, is it aggravating?
Yeah, I have yet to get tattoos myself. Literally, my skin is all bare. My skin is all bare. I actually wanted to get a tattoo when I was in my early 20s. Like, I
I
would
really.
like a rose tattoo. Like one of those rose tattoos, but my mom discouraged me from getting it
Oh,
because she didn't think I could handle the needles and all that stuff.
my
But
mother kept threatening me with moving out, so one day, you know the story with my mother, how I came to move to my group home, right?
right.
So I ended up taking advantage of the idea that I'm on my own, and I got a job and started getting some tattoos. They don't hurt worth a pinch of fart.
Independence comes a long way. As of current, the only form of independence I have is paying my phone bill, but that's about it, really. I'm hoping to get beyond that again one day, because
Yeah.
I did have a job at some point back during the first
Oh,
year of the pandemic. It was in 2021 to be specific.
yeah.
But unfortunately, because of perceived violations of policy and workplace politics, I was fired after barely a year.
Oh,
I'm not going
crap.
to go into detail what led up to it, as it
That
is
sounds.
very painful and I don't want to relive that.
Yeah,
So
kind of my what do you call it? My most recent ex. I'd rather not relive him anymore.
I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So yeah, I don't like. I'm trying to stay off dating as much as possible because I suck at finding people.
Well, you never know. The right person can come to you, someone that can appreciate you for you, someone that can, someone that won't give a crap whether you have tattoos or not, or piercings, what have you. At the end of the day, the most important thing is what you are on the inside, the inner beauty. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's right, but that jackass didn't understand the idea of inner beauty. He just saw, oh my god, and he would. Well, that's about the size of it. I also like. Do you like reading Clive Cussler books by any chance?
Can you repeat that again? The name
Clive
of the author.
Clive Cussler.
Oh, Clive Cussler. I've never heard of him. Oh my goodness. I would really love to check him out. I'm very intrigued.
He's dead though right now, but this is basically what he writes about water related adventures.
Oh, nice.
Swashbuckling. Oh, here's something that we're going to talk about on Saturday. If you have don't have any other plans, is these suckers.
That looks so much like a pyramid. It looks so
It
cool.
is a pyramid. It's an organic pyramid. I keep them in my bed because I have you know that PTSD,
Yes, of course.
pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So I am getting those. Also, I have a whack load of crystals, which was pretty good.
Oh, yes, they are very beautiful. From when I first saw them, they were very, very pretty. Oh
I
my
love,
goodness.
I love crystals. They're like the best. And I also collect uh, cans for kombucha tea and energy drinks from time to time, as well as I collect rare things like, like American Pickers.
Yes, I know that show very well.
I'm a Canadian non binary picker.
Oh,
That's
yes.
that was rare. That was 10 karat gold. And I got that for $5.
$5? No way. For something that valuable. Holy
Yeah, holy
crap, girl. Oh, hell yeah. Right on.
I was going to get myself a little treat, and got more than what I bargained for. And he said, "Well, this is gold," and I was like, "Wow." So that was very interesting. And I go to this thrift store every so often to get some DVDs if I find CDs that I don't like in my mixture. And I also enjoy, and I get the DVDs, like I got Patton, like General Patton and stuff, and Smallville, as well as other interesting DVDs and shows. But I saw this. last week. Didn't think too much of it, but I ended up fine. Then I came back. I said, I'm gonna get the gosh darn freaking ring. And then they said, oh, it's a gold ring. It looks military, and we usually sell these pure metals for $10. They lowered it for me.
Nice. Right on. Right
We
on.
gave
It's
them 1,001 CDs one day a week or a week or so ago, which was very interesting. I try to do low cost things with my time because of my tattoo obsession, and yes, I will admit it's an obsession.
it's a little good to be honest, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's an obsession, and I'm proud of it to be an obsession. So, that being said, yeah, I like the idea of getting tattoos. The reward is the design that comes out afterwards. Is very
Right?
interesting. Yeah, as well as the same thing with the piercing, as you can see.
Right on. Finally, you get a professional piercing.
Yeah,
Professionally done piercing.
yeah, and this one is gonna be my but it's not gonna be my last. I'm not going neck down with piercings. I'm just gonna just go up to here with piercings, but not cover my whole face with the ruddy things. You know what I mean?
No, no. I want to see your pretty face, girl.
Thank you, thank you.
Right.
I'd like to see that too. That face too. That's just gonna be a few eyebrows, Monroe, maybe a Medusa, and this, and that'd be about it. But not the
Right.
whole dang face like the last time we video chatted. I had practically my lip drooping.
Oh my goodness, I remember when you had that horrible reaction to those piercings that you bought for yourself from Amazon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness,
Jesus,
girl.
jeez, I hated that. I
Yes.
hated that, and I'm so glad I got this sucker done professionally.
Right,
So,
because professionally done means that it's guaranteed to be more sterilized and
and
you're
say,
and they guide you on how to keep the area where your piercing is clean.
yep,
That
that's true. And
guide.
I just finished the thing of saline solution. Now I just got a runny cold.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cold not fun. Also, yeah, I'll tell you the story about how I came to find out how I got PTSD. Well, not how I got PTSD, but how I found out. How I identified as a PTSD warrior. So I was watching and also reading the book Shake Hands with the Devil by Romeo Dallaire. I don't think you know him, but he's a Canadian peacekeeper. In the 90s, he went to Rwanda during the genocide, and he also ended up with PTSD. He wrote a memoir about how he got PTSD uh, through the trying to stop the Rwandan genocide. And then I was able to more relate to him than I would someone with like Rain Man. And it's like, yeah, I'm not like Rain Man, Dad. No way. You know my fiery temper and my fire lungs. I am loud. I am rude. I can get nasty if someone calls my friends stupid names and stuff.
Right. Because let's face it, not all autistic people are the same, and not all people with PTSD are the same.
That's
Okay.
true. I hate drink. The only thing I drink is pop or Mio water. You ever heard of Mio, the
Oh
squirts?
yes, I heard of it. Yeah, I tried one
Or
before.
energy drinks or coffee, anything that'll keep me hydrated, but I don't drink alcohol. I think that stuff is the ultimate sin. Is
My favorite
alcohol.
energy. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Continue.
Okay? To me, energy. I would like to see a prohibition back for alcohol because it leads to a lot of broken promises. It leads to a lot of stupidity, and then you get behind the wheel, and then the real SHIT show starts, and it's
Mm-hmm. Yes.
not fun.
Yes.
So that being said, that's not exactly. So I think we should have prohibition back and get J. Edgar out of the ground. Get him working again in the FBI and see what happens. Maybe dry up the country a little. Not, well, both of these countries, North America, up a
Right.
little. You know what I mean? Because
I know what you mean. Yes. Yes.
I can't stand alcohol. I hate it. Non-alcoholic, yes. Alcoholic gets a finger.
Right. You gotta be careful around alcoholics. If you're gonna drink alcohol, drink it responsibly. That is
If
why these ads say to drink responsibly. Like, come on, do you people not read the fine print?
yes, that's true. They don't. They don't read. I don't think they read. That's their damn problem.
Right.
A lot of problems can be avoided with a few books being read, I think. If you ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And not
So
only
that,
books being read, but good parenting too. Proper guidance from parents. Example, example, example.
yeah, my parents were good parents, but they were fishes as well, and there was a lot of broken promises. Especially with my father, he was the biggest effing fish. Excuse my language, but he was the biggest fish on the planet.
Oh my, of course. Yes. Remember when we talked about it? I remember when we talked about this stuff privately.
Yes, he was like
Yes.
always as if it was water or Mio water. I was like, it's not. And then I'd have to go to the library to get a book. And of course, I'd have to walk in the frigid snow and winter and the cold, and I'd be cursing and swearing. I'd get back and blast him like an IED and say, "You mother effer, you don't do that ever again." And of course, he'd do it again the day later. Very aggravating. And then, of course, it would be me blowing up again, and then he'd do it again. It was ridiculous, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was
Right.
not a fun part on in my childhood. There was a
No.
couple of times my mother had alcohol poisoning. She nearly died, and then it finally killed her through liver cancer, metastatic
Right.
liver cancer, and that's when she last year passed away. I'm still reeling from that little shit show. Excuse my language.
It's okay.
Yep. Okay. Shit show. It it was a real shit show, and it still kind of is from time to time, and I'd like to get rid of it. Not the Grim Reaper. He had that's just nature, but just get it like a MILF, a memory I'd like to forget. That's a good term for that. A memory I'd like to forget.
Right. We have all those memories we want to forget.
Yeah, I got quite a few of those, and it's about time that they end up screwing off. Also, what are your favorite movies?
My favorite movies would have to be The Mummy, the 2001 movie,
Yeah,
practically the Mummy series as a whole. And then there was then there is War Games from 1983. That
yeah,
movie's pretty good. I think it pretty much predicted the future. It stars Matthew Broderick as a computer whiz kid. I'm not gonna go beyond that for a reason of spoilers. And
that's
then obviously there's Spirited Away, a Studio Ghibli film about a girl named Chihiro who moves from a new home to another and then gets whisked off into a spiritual world. It's been
yeah.
years since I've seen it, in all honesty, because, like, I watched it many, many times growing up.
I told
It's
you
pretty
what
cool.
here's one of my favorite books. If I can find the darn thing, let's see if I can find. There's a book on Wicca, not to be misconstrued with the devil, because in witchcraft you're not supposed to believe in the devil. You can believe in anything else but the devil. But I'm just trying to find one of the Dickens is this book that I like. It was
Alright.
called Falling by what was it? T.J. Newman.
TJ Newman.
Yeah,
Who's TJ Newman?
she's an author. She wrote a very good book called Falling. It's about airplanes. It's very good. I enjoyed it. What What is your favorite book?
uh, to this day, my favorite book is Inside the Aquarium by an author by the name of Viktor Suvorov. It's basically about the Cold War and about the
Oh,
experiences pertaining to the Cold War. Though I haven't read it in a while, so it's kind of contradictory what I'm saying. I know it's my favorite, but I haven't read it in a while. But I want to get
yeah,
to all my other books first before I reread any of them because I have so
yeah,
many to read and I'm too lazy to read
yeah.
all of them. Dang. And then there's Shabumi by Travanian. It's basically about a CIA agent. He's a
Oh, you.
man that looks younger than his age. He was he was raised Japanese. He was born of another nationality, basically one of which is Russian. I would go
Oh,
into more detail, but as I haven't read in a long time, my memory is a bit rusty. The character's name is Nikolai Hell with one L. Pretty fascinating character. You ought to check
yeah.
it out.
Okay, that's good. I like to read World's Most Dangerous Places, which talks about all the different war zones,
Oh yes,
like
yes.
Chechnya and stuff. You've heard of that book?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, but it does interest me.
Robert, it does. It's by an author by the name Robert Young Pelton.
Oh,
P F
cool.
E E L Ton. That's his last name, Robert and Young, and then that word. That's very interesting. It's a very good book. He's written a couple of very good books.
Oh, sweetness. I would
Yeah,
love to check them out. You should link me to those books later on when you have the chance. I would love to check them out.
yeah, but I checked them on Amazon. They're expensive as
No. How much do
yeah.
they cost? How much do they cost?
I'm
Anyhow.
going to look that up right
Okay.
now.
Seriously, how could books like that be that expensive? I don't understand.
I'm
Just
sorry to get political, but blame Putin for that one. Yeah,
screw Putin. Screw Putin. That's all I gotta
yeah,
say about this matter. Screw Putin.
fidget him is right. Robert.
My gosh, man.
Yeah, this inflation and stuff. Oh, it's 28 bucks. That's not bad. But
Oh,
that's in my country. Actually, they must have repriced these because I did not expect them to be this cheap now, which is
oh my
good.
goodness, that's a relief. That was a relief. I'm just like, what
I
the
was going.
heck?
I was gonna say I'm gonna plant something on Putin's butt. Excuse me for saying that.
That was funny, actually.
Yes, it is. Little dark but funny, but it is embarrassing to say that he has to. Well, it's time that his time goes. You know what I mean? Because
Right, I
he's
know
not
what you
a
mean.
good person. He's not a good person.
He's not.
I
He's
lived in.
wicked. He is wicked. And we know what the original meaning of wicked is very evil. It's when
Yeah,
you do something really evil and you know full well it's wrong, but you do it anyway, and you do
yeah.
so with the most ill intention possible. That's
That's
the best way I can explain it right now.
that's a good explanation. I despise what he did to the Chechens. I despise what he did is doing to the Ukrainians.
Right.
And yeah, he's a real hole.
Real butthole, yes. Absolute butthole. Perfect way to describe him.
I'd use another word, the other B word, the bitch hole.
Right.
Yes, I call all my exes that whenever I think of them. Oh, that bitch hole. That B hole.
That is a new term. That is a new term for me. Wow. I
Yeah,
have a
don't
lot to
use
learn.
that around your mother. If you use that around your,
No.
I would. I don't
Yeah,
want to.
nor around yeah, nor around church people for that matter. Ever.
Yes, I
As
know
among
that.
other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to church. I go to church.
Also, yeah, he's not a good man. There's a lot of me holes in the world. Um, yeah, there's just so many of them.
There are, yes, absolutely.
My personal disfavorite would have been UBL. You know who I'm talking about? Uh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know. I'm pretty sure I know.
I would love to wring his scrawny neck. Sorry for being rude and violent there, but yeah, he was a real ho
Right.
ho.
I know what you're talking about, but I forget the name of him at current. I
That's okay. I'd like to forget him. He looks like a mutant garden gnome.
Oh my. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god. There's plenty of people I want to forget right now. Most importantly my ex-manager that ultimately got me fired. I'm not
Oh,
gonna say his name. I'm not gonna share his name on here for,
that's okay.
privacy reasons. And I don't want him finding me. I don't want to be
Yeah.
identified by him. But
I
yeah.
also don't like my ex. I'm not going to say what his name or any of my exes for that matter. I'm not gonna. I forgot most of their names. One starts with a B, the other one starts with a C. You know which ones I'm talking about, and
Oh, yes, of course.
they were horrible. The last one, the most recent one, trying to act masculine. You don't do that with an Eastern European Russian girl who might have other ethnicities of Asian descent as well, because that's just asking for a can of shit worms to fly in your face.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a real
Mm.
shit show to deal with that kind of thing. Oh, you want to be masculine. I am Amazonian. That means I am Central Asian, Chechen, and Eastern European. Don't got the wrong girl. Wrong girl.
Oh, never mess with an Amazonian. You know why? You know when you first told me about Amazonians, I pictured them as girls in like suit body armor similar to Viking suits, as well as long flowing hair,
Well,
something similar
some
to
do,
Viking had.
but I'm trying to get the hair going
Right,
just to a certain length, because, or else I'm going to have to rip it out. But anyways, it's very interesting. We don't take any bull crap from the opposite sex, and I don't
right,
take any horse. I do some rap, but I will tell you that it is about being Pontic, like from the Pontic steppe, Chechnya, and Eastern Europe and stuff. And it's like
right.
you be the strong woman, and you be good and strong, and then you can actually fight. You can find whatever you want. You don't need an a hole to tell you to be making you happy. You just need your friends who are
Yes,
preferably of the same sex as you, as well as you just need the company of yourself.
okay, yes, absolutely. We just wanna before we discuss anything further, I would like to share with you the real definition of masculinity. The real definition of masculinity to me is you treat women good, you provide for them and provide for your kids, and you treat them with respect and dignity. Like,
Yeah,
yes, that's what a real masculinity is. And that
that,
you're very
yeah,
strong, that's true, that. Very strong, and you remain faithful to your spouse, you remain faithful to your wife, your wife or
yeah,
your girlfriend. You don't go sleeping around. No.
yeah,
That's no. You sleep around and you don't treat your wife or your child good. No. That isn't real masculinity. That's
that's
being a boy. That is my personal opinion. Right.
true. I believe in fidelity, bravery, and integrity for all humans. Fidelity meaning you are loyal, you are going to be loyal to your friends, family, your loved ones, your significant other. Bravery, if you fudge up, just say it. Integrity, tell the truth and just say what the truth is. Like, oh,
Absolutely.
like that's why I swear, is because sometimes it is the truth. It's like, this person's being a fucking asshole, so I'm just gonna say it.
Right.
For I don't lie, and I certainly don't lie about the emotions that I go through. I don't go around screwing around with other people. That's cowardice. There's no fidelity, bravery, or integrity in that.
Right.
Yep. So to me, fidelity, bravery, and integrity, it's not just an FBI thing. It's a thing about all kinds of goodness in the world that you need to think about before you go and get into a relationship. You have to be faithful to yourself. You have to be brave for yourself. You have to be honest with yourself first.
I struggle with bravery, with
That's okay. Sometimes I
really
do.
do.
Sometimes I
'Cause,
do too with
yeah.
dealing with basketball and oh shit, I don't want to go to basketball because my ex is gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm actually a more timid person by nature. I believe there was a point in my life where I was brave and didn't care about the world and all that, but then you grow up and things happen and you don't want to make people uncomfortable or feel threatened just by your very presence, and that's
Yeah,
where the timid nature comes from. I've practically
uh,
been timid
but
for a
it
majority of my life,
that was
yeah.
pretty badass that you mentioned that. That's pretty brave.
I, I appreciate it. Something I wanted to open up to people for a very long time. It's
I'm
important
at,
that it's okay to be timid and it's okay to be brave. It's okay to have fidelity. And it's okay to have vulnerabilities. But what's not okay is taking advantage of people's vulnerabilities or, you know, taking advantage of someone's timid nature. That is never okay.
no,
I've
that
dealt with that crap all my life. It's ridiculous.
you've known that crap too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hate that.
Right. Oh my goodness. It's just
Also, I despise when people use religion as an excuse for stupidity.
absolutely.
Oh God, that was my personal favorite, especially when that day in September happened. It's like, no, that's not the right idea of the religion. So why are you even calling yourself that particular religion when you shouldn't even be doing that stuff? Just saying, I'm not going to mention what religion that is. I think we all know what it is, but I'm just saying is that don't say you're a Buddhist and then go and do something stupid, and then
It's
call
right.
yourself Buddhist or a Hindu because you think it's right in your religion. It's not. All religions are
No.
practically the similar. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like every religion has its own heaven and its own hell, right?
Yep, and they serve the same damn purpose for good people and bitch holes. Excuse
Right.
my language.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah, so I think I know every religion has their heaven and hell, and I think that heaven is to accommodate the normal people like you and me, not the bad normal kind of people, but the good normal people like you and me. And then there's these dingbats, and where do they go? Right under.
Right. Exactly.
That's right.
Mhm.
So that being said, I'd rather just say, well, I'll just let karma deal with them in this plane, and I'm not talking about an airplane. And then when they go make their connecting flight, they're not going to make a good connecting flight. They're going to go right to hell. If you know what I
Right.
mean. That's their final destination because to me, the idea of being an ass is that someone's going to kick it one day and karma is going to kick it, and then the next thing you know, and I am kind of a Wiccan shaman, kind of Wiccan, like a Wicca believer, so I don't really try to acknowledge the devil, but that's how you get your ass kicked.
Right. Exactly. But then there's a Christianity where all you have to do to get to heaven is to believe on our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
if you sin against the Lord, and you sin against the Lord,
You get your ass.
basically, it wasn't God putting you in hell, it is you putting yourself in hell, for the sin.
Ah,
Sin in
that's
man.
that
Yes.
I bring too.
Right.
Putting yourself to hell. I think we all do that from time to time. I think we create our own hells from time to
Right.
time, depending on what it is. Like my hell is dealing with this one particular ex for the next damn winter. Well, that's going to be a Dormies.
Ooh, that would be very interesting to see what the fate lies for whatever your exes are.
Well, we
Whoever.
know where B is going to. Uh, Guantanamo Bay, hopefully. But as far as the other one, the most recent one, I'd rather just see him keel over, to be honest with you. Because it's kind of sad that he had done that. And then he's trying to make himself out to be the victim.
No way, he did.
Yeah, that's what made me change my
Ooh.
goddamn Facebook.
Ooh. Oh my word.
Well, guess who was the real frickin' victim? This.
This girl, yeah. You.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
because I had to deal with his crap, and I had to deal with his deceit, and I had to deal with a lot of stuff I'd rather not deal with when you're dealing with PTSD, Asperger's, and ADHD. They're just some things you don't want to shovel. And
No.
SHIT is one of them, to be honest with you. And shit is not fun to shovel, even if you don't have any mental or whatever illnesses or disabilities. So that being said, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't need this shit. I'm not going to
Right.
shovel it. You shovel your own self out the window. I'll shovel
Right.
snow, but I'm not going to shovel BM, bowel movement, and say, oh, tiddly dee, I have to go and, woo, I have to shovel shit. No,
Uh,
you go, you put the turd there, you go shovel it yourself.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just the person who got offended.
Yeah, turd is meant to be flushed down the toilet, not played with. Oh my goodness. Right. He does. That's exactly how I reacted when I saw a little motivational thingy from a friend of mine on Facebook. I thought that was pretty interesting. I saved it because it's a reminder. Like, hey, you don't need that in your life.
Yeah,
So,
you don't need that in your life. So that's that.
right. Okay, see, what's the time here? 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 40 seconds. Woo! We've
Yeah,
gone over an hour. World record.
cool. World record for both of us.
Right. And for our
Yeah,
inaugural episode, too.
yeah. Uh, I think I better get to sleep soon, so
Right. Aw, it was fun, though.
it was fun. We got Saturday.
Alrighty, Saturday's good.
Feel free to subscribe, hit the like button and the bell button for more. Talk to you.
Yes, do so. Yes, do it, please. If you like it, do it.
Yes,
Just do it.
please.
Yes.
Yeah. See you on Saturday, everyone. See you on Saturday.
See y'all soon, everybody. See you on Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And what's the time on your end?
9 o'clock on my end.
Awesome. Stay
Yep,
safe, everybody.
yep, you too. You stay safe. Say no to drugs, say yes to the FBI. See ya. Bye.
Bye, everyone.